So, it's October 4th. And there's no zombie apocalypse. I don't think there's going to be one. These dates, you know, that come around, they used to happen like once in a while. You'd have like Y2K, the Mayan calendar, you know, these doomsday days. Now it's like you have like 2 or 3 of them a year. I remember before this one, it was what, the 23rd and 22nd of September was supposed to be it. And then before that, I think it was sometime in April. I remember doing a video about it saying, you know, I don't know if anything's going to happen tomorrow, but if things do, you know. I remember talking about it. I did a video about it. I don't even remember what it was for. That's how many of these things we have now. It's just a way to keep people paranoid, to keep, you know, people on the edge. They like to have you nervous. They like to keep you, you know, in fear, in a fear state. Fight or flight, traumatized. It's how they, you know, get their loosh. It's the way they can harvest it the most. You know, when you're in that state, you're the easiest to control, so they try to keep you there, you know. That's just how it is. It's all fine now. I mean, you can't take anything off the table. And I know there was technology, or there is technology in that stuff that people lined up for. Nanotechnology. That's pretty much factual. Settled science. You never know what people are going to do. Like, see that guy in there who just turned he could go over here. He could go over there. He could come up on the sidewalk. Usually when cars come into my area, I kind of just freeze and let them do what they want. Usually they want to go where I am, even if that's up on a sidewalk. This place is just fucked. This place is so fucked. But yeah, there is something to what they were talking about, though. And I think that it's still in the cards for something like that. I was doing something a couple months ago on the hydras through history and in antiquity. A lot of occult stuff has depictions of the hydra through the ages, coming out of man's body with all the different heads and stuff. There's something very similar to that in the Thing. See, this is what I got my first band for. I was trying to describe this, how there is a tie with the Hydra to the Thing, and they got me for medical misinformation. At least that kind of made sense. Like, the other bands didn't really make sense. Like I've said before, one was glorifying violence, and the other one was, and what is glorifying violence? I mean, what does that even mean? I went to the video they banned me on, and I didn't find anything in it. And it was a couple of years old. That was the last band I got. So I got like, what, 200 subscribers, been banned 3 times in 2 years. It's afraid, you know what I mean? I mean, I must be saying something that they don't like, you know. Obviously, if they feel they have to. Oh,
I see you. You're up.
If they feel they have to silence a guy that doesn't have really any reach at all. I mean, I'm in a little box here. So unless you're doing something right, when you're, you know, the old over the target, you get the plaque. Really busy out here today. Yes, I was looking at that new Psyop they're doing with the stabbing thing. I was watching back the CCTV video, and that is so fake. Like, that guy was coached, the kid was coached on how to move. When he comes at him for the first time, he's got his hands at his side so that you can see where the weapon would be. And then the 3 strikes he gives him when he's down, he's not even connecting. it's like if you've ever watched wrestling for any amount of time, you can see that those strikes aren't hit. Like the camera gets him at an angle. He goes right under the camera so that you can't see them hitting him. It's just, you just see him going like this. It's fake. He's not even hitting him. It's a fake. It's so, dude, it's like, I'm watching this and like, I can't believe people are like taking it seriously. Some people aren't. I've seen a few people say, this is fake as fuck, but I don't even need to review the CCTV footage. I knew it was a fake thing anyway, before I even watched it. I didn't want to watch it, and I'm like, let me just watch this just to get a laugh out of it. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. It's like, you can see where they thought it all out. They're like, all right, you don't want to do it right under the camera, but we need you to come back under the camera for when you do the stabbing. But we can't have you, we can't see your hand hit the body, you know, because he's not really stabbing him, you know. And nothing about that is real. The way the girl just stood there, and then she's like, go see if he's okay, the attacker. She's talking. I don't know what, I mean, I know the whole thing is completely fake. I just don't know what the point of it was. It's a distraction, but they don't do anything for one result. There's more to it than that. There's something else, some kind of message they're trying to send, either to each other or some kind of thing they're trying to convey to the public. A lot of these things are ritual too. This is like an acted out ritual. It's just like any other ritual that you do in black magic, or you do in any kind of magic, where they want to project what they want, maybe for the future, or they're trying to show, I don't know, it could be anything, but it was acted out. That whole thing was an act. It was a play that you watched there. I don't know, the meaning of which, you know, I guess we'll see in time. We'll see over the months as things unfold. It looks like it might be one of those things where I'll look at it like down the road, maybe months, maybe a year, I don't know, and be like, oh, that's what that was. Sometimes it's like that. But it was definitely a play. It was a performance. It was a performance, and it wasn't a good one. It wasn't good. Who charges people like that? Like the way he came at the guy, the way he with his arms out like that. There's no way. You don't charge people like that. Why would you do that? Fucking, I can't disappear, dude. These people think you're gonna vanish or something. So yeah, it's all fake. The whole thing is retarded. It's dumb. The point of it, I don't know. I mean, the instant things you get out of it is distraction, race relation problems, as if they couldn't get bad enough. Like, you know, it's like you need both sides of that coin to hate each other more, because I don't know if you could right now. It's so contentious right now, you know. You can feel it. It's just like, yeah, I know you hate me. I hate you too. Fuck off. You know. It seems to be at that point. So how much more do you need there? I don't know. Again, it's one of those wait and see things. But yeah, there was no 5G activation, unless there was, and it's going to take days for it to happen. You know, people start blossoming alien style. Just like the old hieroglyphic show. The Hydra coming out of the man, the many heads coming out of the one. Instead of 2 into 1, this is the opposite. They're always up to something. Excuse me, but there's a lot of us always watching them and decoding their crap. As long as it's easy. I don't get too deep into it anymore. There's something else I was looking at. I'm like, I just don't care. I forget what it was. But it was like another thing. What was it? I don't know. There's so many of these kinds of things. Like these kind of events were they to happen, like anything that happens a few times during the week, were they to happen in the 1990s, we'd be talking about for 2 months. Now, it's like even the Maui thing, like that's pretty much, I mean, here people talk about it, it's a little bit more in the news here, being in Hawaii, but the rest of the country's just moved on from that, you know? The Rock had to get himself out of it because he was getting some hot water, so he just went on WWE. Hey, everybody loves him again. And people have the memories of the fucking goldfishes, so it's like, whatever. Oh yeah, we like him. What are you gonna do, you know? It's kind of a lot of people out here today. I think I have to pay attention to what's going on around me. It's so crazy out here. I'll get back out when the sun goes down. Until then, don't blame the teacher, blame the school.